Number 4, Kolten Bridgeman of the Regina Pats. First and foremost, how cool is it that you get to play for your hometown team?
Yeah, it's obviously really cool. I think growing up, I went to a bunch of games, and they've kind of been my heroes and role models throughout my whole life. So it's pretty cool to be in their shoes now and representing my city here.
Did you ever have a welcome to the Regina Pats moment? Because there was probably a time where you were playing mini sticks on the concourse and stuff, and then all of a sudden to be putting on that jersey and going out and being one of the guys on the ice?
Yeah, for sure. I think some of the best memories and coming to the Pats games is eating mini donuts and playing mini sticks at intermission. So I guess my 16-year-old year when I got to start the season with the boys, coming out of that tunnel was pretty cool.
Okay, full disclosure, how many mini donuts could you pack away at one sitting at one time?
I'm not too sure. Probably a good bag.
Yeah?
Probably a good bag, yeah.
Good for you. So was that the best part of the Regina Pats experience, the mini donuts and just having an opportunity to be around the rink?
Yeah, I think mini donuts aside, it was pretty cool to kind of model my game after some of the guys that played when I was watching, and yeah, it was really cool to see them develop and then kind of show that I can be there too, and kind of walking in their shoes now. So it's been cool.
Who are some of the guys that you idolize? This franchise has such a rich tradition of players. Who are the guys that you looked up to?
Couple guys I name are Kobe Williams, or Connor Hobbs, and Josh Mahura. Those were kind of when I was in my prime of watching the Pats. Those were the kind of guys I looked up to. And Kobe unfortunately had an injury, and I think he's playing in Europe now. Connor had a really good career, and then went on to play with U of S, and Mahura's in the NHL. So 3 really good guys to look up to.
How good were they off the ice? Because I've heard they're excellent people in addition to being great on the ice.
Yeah, and I think that's why I kind of liked them too, was going out to those skate with the Pat nights. It's cool to get to meet them, and you kind of grow to like a person more when they're really nice to you, especially as a kid. They don't really have to talk to you. You're just a kid. So it was nice for them to talk to me, and I think those experiences helped me to get to where I am today.
So pleased to be joined by Kolten Bridgeman, a Regina-born native on the Regina Pats that went undrafted through the WHL draft process. Can you explain what that was like to me? Because that's everybody's dream and goal, right?
Yeah, it was obviously a dream growing up, like I said, watching the Pats, but it was devastating, but I knew it wasn't over. I didn't make AAA that year either, so it was tough, but my dad always kind of said to keep working, keep grinding through, and just see what happens. And I was fortunate enough to get listed, which is pretty cool, and now I'm here. So I'm very grateful for kind of the whole process, because AA really helped me out too.
Do you feel that you had something to prove at that point, and maybe that continues to this day?
Oh yeah, I love the feeling of trying to outwork everyone and being on the bottom and not using so much skill to get to where you need to be, but just working hard and staying determined.
Now, in the NHL's midterm ranking, you were 142nd on that list. What was it like seeing your name come up there?
That was crazy. I've always dreamed of getting drafted in the NHL, playing in the NHL. So to see kind of a projection like that, it was obviously really cool.
Does that change anything for you? Is it just maybe, hey, I'm doing the right thing, got to keep what I'm going as a motivator? How does that make you feel?
No, those lists don't mean much. They're just a general kind of ranking. So just sticking to what I'm doing didn't really change my mindset at all. So.
Tell me about the year for you. This has been a lot of learning. That's the one consistent we hear from the coaches, is that the players are learning. What do you take away, and what have you learned?
I don't think that when they classify learning, I think a lot of our new guys are learning our systems and how to be a professional and how to play or to be a Regina Pat. I think my learning came in the prior 2 years of playing with the Pats, but I guess not to say that I'm not learning this year. I've learned a lot of things especially from Ryan Smith, our new assistant coach there. He's always got good stuff for us, post-practice skills. But I'm learning how to be a leader this year. I think I'm one of the older guys, so learning how to lead these guys and help get us out of this rut is a valuable thing to have.
Leadership is so cool because as fans, we can visibly see the C's and the A's and know that that's a leader. But what does it being a leader mean to you? If somebody said, what do you have to do if you want to lead a hockey team, what would you tell them?
I think first off, it's setting a good example. I think sticking it to a routine, being consistent with your everyday rink process is a big thing of being a leader, because the younger guys will look up to you, look at you, see what you're doing, and know that this is what they have to do to kind of get better. And then also talking, being vocal out on the ice, in the room, helping the young guys out with just strategy, day-to-day rink stuff. That's kind of being a leader too.
Well, going off the page a little bit, obviously you love playing at the Brand Center. You grew up watching the team here, now you've grown up playing here. But for whatever reasons, players always seem to have that one rink that brings out the best in them. Is there a place that you travel to that you just love competing in?
I can't say I love any of them more than the Brand. I think the Brand Center is the best thing ever, and like I said, growing up skating with the Pats on this rink, it's surreal to be playing on it every home game. So I can't say there's any rink better than, well, maybe the Rogers Center where the Oilers play, but other than that, the Brand.
So are you an Edmonton Oiler fan? You cheer them on?
I am. I've been an Oilers fan since I came home from the hospital. I came home in an Oilers toque, so.
Wow, it was impressed upon you early. So do they have a legitimate shot at winning the Stanley Cup this year, or are you concerned?
I'm a little concerned, but last season they pulled it off, so I think they'll come together come playoff time and they'll be fine.
Okay, so when you're not watching the NHL on TV or here at the rink, what makes you tick off the ice? What's something that you like to enjoy that doesn't have anything to do with hockey?
I'm not sure. I play a lot of video games with my brother. Just hanging out with him is fun. The hot tub's always nice after a long day at the rink. Netflix, that's about it. I'm pretty chill.
All right, so if I ask him who's the better gamer, who would he say, you or him?
I think it depends what game we're playing, but I think overall PS4 games or PS5 games he's better, and then mobile games I think I'm a little bit better. So.
And he would agree, you think?
I think so.
All right, fair enough. I won't hold you to that. Last, before we let you go on this one, if you had an opportunity to have anybody on your line for one shift in hockey, who would it be?
On my D pairing?
Yep.
Jacob Slavin.
Wow, that was quick. Why so quick?
I mean, did you see him at the World Championship? He was unreal. I think. Well, maybe we'll play a little bit too defensive, but I think it'll be good to learn from him and then kind of adapt to how he plays, because he's obviously one of the best, if not the best, defender in the world.
Very cool. Kolten, I appreciate your time. Thanks for doing this.
Yeah, thank you.